Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let's continue our lesson in geography. We are doing agriculture and we have reached over here. Contribute. This is the title of the chapter. This is the subtitle. Contribution of agriculture to the national economy, employment and output. Let's talk about it. There are altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. First point, agriculture has been the backbone of the Indian economy. Not only India, most of the countries around the world, agriculture has been the backbone of economy. Some of the countries are industrialized, industry is the backbone for them, but ultimately agriculture is necessary in every country, because without empty stomach people cannot work. You cannot work in an empty stomach. You need food, and for that people have to grow, and this will help the economy of a country. Agriculture has been the backbone of Indian economy. Number 2, though its share in GDP, gross domestic product, you know what is the meaning of GDP? Gross domestic product. Though its share in the GDP has registered a declining trend movement, declining trend from 1951. From 1951, the share of agriculture in GDP has gone down. Slowly it is going down. Declining trend, declining movement from 1951. So, therefore, yet, still, its share in providing employment, though its share in GDP is going down, year after year it is going down slowly, but its share in providing employment and livelihood to 63% of the population in 2001. By 2001, 63% of the Indians were employed, not are, it is 2000. They were employed in, 63% were employed in agriculture as well as providing livelihood. Its share in providing employment is very high, but its share in GDP is going down. The decline share of agriculture in the GDP is a matter of serious concern. It's a matter of concern because agricultural share in the GDP is going down. It is a serious concern. It is something very serious. Government has to think about it, make ways, make plans for the development of agriculture. Because every time you cannot purchase food grains or food stuff from outside, because all your money goes out. So in order to make your country's economy strong, you don't have to purchase food from other countries, so your economy becomes very strong. So it's a matter of serious concern. The declining share of agriculture in GDP is a matter of concern because now here are the reasons given. Any decline or stagnation, not improvement, not going down, stagnation, remaining stable, decline or remaining stable in agriculture will definitely lead to decline in other spheres of economy. Because in other spheres of economy such as factory, business, trade, it will affect them. Why? Because the food prices will be very high. If there is no development in agriculture, naturally the population grows and the production will become less or remain the same. Naturally the prices of the food grains will rise high, and most of the people, they could not afford, and how can they work in the other spheres of life, other spheres such as factory, business, trade, commerce and professionals. How would they work without food? So naturally their efficiency of their work or efficiency of their labor goes down. So production goes down in every sphere. It had an adverse effect on other spheres of activities. So any decline or stagnation in agriculture means it will lead to decline in other spheres of economy and wider implication effect for society. It will have a wider effect on the society because most of the people remain hungry, they will remain weak, they will get sick. So how can they work? So the economy will collapse. The economy will slowly go down, it will stagger. So naturally, agriculture, first thing, if any country want to develop or economically strong, want to become, so naturally first thing they have to put stress in the agriculture. Sufficient amount of food grain should be grown in the country so that people remain satisfied. Sufficient food should be there for all the people. So that's why in this way the government of India made concerted effort to modernize agriculture. So the government has taken a number of steps to improve agriculture, for the development of agriculture. But we have learned already in class 9 also. During 1960s, 70s, the government has implemented Green Revolution, and after that, before in our class also we have learned White Revolution. So grain banks, we have already learned about that. So the government of India made concerted effort to modernize agriculture. Now in our next class we'll talk about what steps the government has taken to modernize agriculture for the improvement as well as increase the production of food grains and other raw materials for industries. So what steps the government has taken? So we'll talk about that in our next class. So this was for today. Next class you can see to be continued steps taken by the government as well as landlords or farmers, big farmers, what steps they have taken. Especially the initiative came from the government. So the government has taken a number of steps. We will talk about that steps in our next class. Thank you for watching so attentively. You have paid attention. So and being present in the class. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class and we'll learn about what steps the government has taken. So far this much, but you go through this properly and remember every day, remember certain things. You cannot remember everything at a time or just before the examination, just before the test. You cannot do everything. You have to study or go through every day throughout the year so that you will learn a lot of things. So one at a time, not everything at a time. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.